Hi guys, next up in our F1 2021 setup videos is Baku. Baku was host to an exciting Grand Prix this year, with tyre wear and tyre failures being the deciding factor. It was a race which saw the championship leader, Verstappen, crash out of the lead and his teammate Sergio Perez take his first GP win as a Red Bull driver. In F1 2021, Baku can be just as exciting to race at. The extremely long pit straight provides a huge overtaking opportunity, as do a few other long straights throughout the lap. There are a lot of 90-degree point and squirt corners, which require a relatively stiff and stable car, as well as good traction to ensure you get the best exit onto the long straights. Then there is the super tight and technical castle section, which features a tight uphill sequence of corners. This requires both bravery and a car with a solid amount of downforce to be able to master. This setup aims to bridge the gap between stability and top speed, ultimately giving you a great and stable race-orientated setup. So jumping straight into the aero, I've gone with a lower front wing and higher rear wing for strong rear stability throughout the fast corners. You don't need as much front downforce at Baku, as this will cause excess drag down the straights and you can compensate for the lack of front downforce in other areas of the setup. Go for 5 at the front and 7 at the rear. Then for transmission, Baku is a track where medium speed corners are king, meaning other than a few corners, there aren't too many heavy traction zones. This allows us to push the on-throttle diff up to 82. Then lower your off-throttle diff to 57 to give your car a little more rotation into the slower castle section. For our suspension geometry, we use a similar setup that we did at Monaco. It will give you a good amount of balance by utilising higher amounts of front camber and lower rear camber and toe. Go for -2.7 and -1.4 in the camber setup, and 0.07 and 0.23 on the toe. Then moving on to the suspension, we're utilising a soft front suspension to allow the car to ride the curbs with less stability loss. Then we've gone for a stiffer rear suspension to give the car rigidity through the faster corners. Go for 2 and 5 on suspension, 7 and 6 on the anti-roll bars, and then 3 and 6 on the ride height. As for the brakes, go for 97% pressure, which is very common in a lot of my F1 2021 videos, and 57% on the brake bias. There are a few heavier braking zones which require a good brake balance, so moving the brake bias slightly forward to 57% will help reduce the overall stopping distance. So for the tyres, we've opted for lower pressures and softer tyres at the front with 21.8 and higher pressure rear tyres at 22.3. This will give you the best performance combined with tyre life across a race weekend. And that's it for our Baku setup for F1 2021. This setup should give you enough top speed potential to make overtaking during the race possible without compromising too much on your overall drivability and stability. And as always, please give this video a like if you enjoy the setup and leave a comment below, let me know how you get on. And subscribe and hit the notification bell to be alerted when my other setup videos drop. See you on track, guys.
Okay, DRS is now available. At At the moment, the car behind us is lapping faster than us by around 1 second per lap.